Good morning, sir.
All right, Raj. Yeah, Raj. Good morning, and welcome to Clapping.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you, Raj? How are you, Raj?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And how about you?
Absolutely fine, perfect, and doing well. And I hope you are also doing well. Right, Raj?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm. That's great. That's great. All right, Rajji, please tell me how's the weather at your place? You're wearing that cap, although I am also feeling very cold as of now.
Yeah.
I am finding it difficult to sit at one place also that way. But still, I'm
Okay.
trying to manage. So please tell me how's the weather at your place.
The weather is pleasant here in Patna,
Hmm.
but
Okay.
I'm wearing the cap because I was not feeling
Uh,
well last
okay.
day, and
Okay.
even today I have a little bit of cough. So
Oh, all
so
right.
that's
Okay.
why it's only the precaution.
Oh, yes.
Otherwise, weather is
Great.
pleasant. Though
Mm-hmm.
before 2 days there was a bit of
Mm.
rain, and because of that
Okay.
we have the
Mm.
cold has increased a bit, but now it's normal
Mm-hmm.
because today it is also
Mm.
uh, a mid
Mm.
sunlight is there
Okay. All
by
right. Me, how come you know about this platform? Who told you about Clapping Book, this platform?
uh, so I just happened to see a video of another learners on YouTube, and
Okay. Mm.
she has been even the like brand ambassador of Clapingo for learners. So Arushi, yeah,
Arusi. Okay.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
All
he's
right.
still
Okay.
learning here. Yeah.
Oh. Mm. And what is her age? How old is she? Do you know her age?
Uh, in mid 20s maybe.
Okay. All right. Okay. I thought you were talking about a very small girl. That way, for this reason, I am asking her age. All right.
Yeah, no. I mean that little girl is Arundhati
Okay.
Roktima maybe. There are so
Okay.
many that I came across,
Mm.
but the first one was that
Mm.
video, and
Okay.
I mean I start
Mm.
in the starting I
Mm.
was watching those videos almost for
Okay.
6 months, like 6 months
Oh
for
my
six
God.
months. I only
Okay.
watched them. That okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Mm.
used to pause. Like at their terms, I used to pause and start speaking as if the tutor is
Mm-hmm.
talking to me. So
Mm-hmm.
that is how I practiced, and then I
Mm.
thought that okay, now I need to give
Mm.
it a chance, and I joined
Okay.
it.
Oh, great. All right. So, apart from that reason, if you told me that yes, you want to improve your communication skills, right? And you
Yeah,
also want to become a English teacher
right. Yeah.
on clapping, or your own coaching center in English.
Of course, like I have that hope as well that if I can teach here as well, that would be great. But
Okay.
of course, like
Oh,
offline centers, I can teach,
yes.
and I
Wonderful.
have been
Great.
teaching.
Great thought. Raj, I must, appreciate this. You are having this great thought in your mind, and wonderful. Nice. All right. Great. All right.
Yeah,
So apart from this
thank you.
reason, is there any other specific reason that you want to improve your communication skills, or only this reason is sufficient from your side?
This is the only reason.
Oh wow. Okay. Great. All right. So Raj, please tell me how many sessions you had taken earlier than this session on clap.
Uh, it's been around 175.
Oh my God. 175.
Yeah.
Great. 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 Wonderful. Nice. Okay. So have you what noticed? You noticed any change in yourself after taking this many
Like the
number of sessions?
confidence level, like I
Mm-hmm.
said earlier, I was unable to express myself, or whenever I
Mm-hmm.
used to watch my recordings, it used to seem
Hmm.
like I'm talking in cluster of sentences. But now
Oh yes, yes,
it
yes, yes.
seems a bit of fluent. That I'm able to
Oh wow.
express myself fluently,
Hmm. Oh,
and
great.
I'm able to
And
think in English. Like I no longer translate in my head. So if
okay.
the topic is new for me, I might sound
Hmm.
like talking in cluster of sentences, but even at that time, I do not think, or I mean, in Hindi or translate that. I always think in English.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Glad to know that. Wonderful. All right,
Yeah.
Raj. So please tell me what advice and what suggestions did you get from earlier speakers? What they suggested you that where you are lacking and how you can improve upon those things?
So, if I talk about since my starting days, of course,
Mm-hmm.
first thing was that everyone encouraged me to speak more and speak
Yes.
confidently. So I worked
Mm-hmm.
on that, and that has helped me. But now,
Mm-hmm.
at a point where I seems that I have achieved, like I had taken a British Council test before joining this session.
Mm-hmm.
So at that time,
Mm-hmm.
I was at A1 level, beginner. And recently, when I took the test second time, the British Council test, it is online test. We can take it uh, even every day. So recently I
Mm-hmm.
taken, and in speaking it was B1, and in other
Mm-hmm.
core skill it was B2. So I have improved
Mm-hmm.
in that manner. And
Mm-hmm.
even today, if I get some feedback, it is always about the voice modulation. That
Mm-hmm.
maybe I need to talk and I need to pitch high sometimes according to the
Mm-hmm.
sentences and their requirements. So pitching high
Mm-hmm.
and low, the one thing,
Mm-hmm.
and my facial expressions and
Mm-hmm.
body language. So these are
Yes.
the feedbacks that I'm getting. But as far as speaking is concerned, I hardly
Mm-hmm.
get feedback now. Only thing is that they encourage me to speak more, and they wish, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, appreciate my work behind my progress and all.
Okay, great. Nice, nice, wonderful. All right. Okay, Rajji. So please tell me, are you okay with it that I'm asking you questions after questions? Is it okay? I,
Yeah, of course it is.
okay, wonderful. And you know what the topic for today is?
No, I couldn't get it, and I even
Hmm.
asked the customer support, but since it was
Hmm.
late, I mean late at
Hmm.
night, so I couldn't get, and even in morning, I haven't get any
Hmm.
answer. So while
Okay,
I
all right.
was checking, it was written no content found.
Hmm. Same is the case with me also, right? So
Yeah,
even I am also not aware as to what is the topic which is being given to us from clapping side. All right, no
yeah,
problem. We can discuss on any other thing, right? So
right.
Raj, please tell me your daily routine. Right from waking up in the morning till you go to bed, please tell me your daily routine.
So I do not follow any routine properly. It depends upon
Okay.
whether I am reading a book or maybe enjoying
Hmm.
on singing app. So it depends on
Hmm.
my mood. Sometimes I go
Hmm.
as to bed as early as 9, or sometimes
Okay.
I go at 11:30 or 12. So it depends on
Mm-hmm.
that whether I will wake up
Hmm.
early morning or late
Hmm.
morning. But whenever I
Okay.
wake up, I start my day with
Hmm.
newspaper, and it takes me around 1 hour to finish it. And
Oh,
after that,
wow. Great.
I have my lunch, and
And
then
Raj,
again, yeah,
Raj, you told me that you are reading newspaper. So are you
yes,
reading newspaper daily for 1 hour?
yes, daily for 1 hour. Sometimes if I do not find the content appropriate, like
Hmm.
sometimes I find all those articles written on the Hindu, Muslim, and other things that
Mm-hmm.
I try to skip, and I read.
Okay.
Even then, I read up to 40 minutes. So like
Okay.
40 minutes to 1 hour it takes generally.
Hmm. Okay. Great. Raj,
And
if possible, try to read it. Although you are reading it, say approximately daily for 1 hour, but if possible, try to read it for some time loudly also, if
yeah,
possible.
I read it loudly only. Like
Oh, great. Okay.
and I have started reading it loudly only after the suggestion I got from one of the tutors here, because
Okay.
she said
Hmm.
to me that if you read it loudly, it will help
Hmm.
you in your pitching. It
Yes.
will help you in your voice modulation.
Voice modulation, as well as what will happen, you will further get that practice of speaking in English. You will train your mind, you will train your
Right,
mouth, your tongue, your lips to utter
right.
those words in English, to speak in English. So that way you will have extra practice, as well as it will surely help you in voice modulation. And
Right.
it is for this reason only I asked you to read loudly for some time. And if you are
Yeah,
reading
sure.
it for that much time continuously for 1 hour or 40 minutes, then it is really commendable. Great. Good
Yeah.
stuff. Wonderful.
And like I said, I have started reading it loudly only after the suggestion. So
Yes,
that
yes, yes.
counts almost maybe 3 months. Yeah, three around.
Okay.
Like before that, I used to read it. I
Within
did not
yourself.
even pronounce it. I mean, in
Okay.
my mind only sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if
Mm-hmm.
even if I used to read it, I used
Mm-hmm.
to speak so low that only I would be able to understand. The person
Mm-hmm.
standing next to my door, I
Mm-hmm.
would not be able to listen what I'm speaking.
Oh,
So yes,
great. All
in
right.
that sense, it has helped a lot,
Yes, yes,
and I'm
yes.
on the path of
Wonderful.
improving.
Wow, great. All right. Yeah. So please continue that, what you were telling me, that after reading newspaper,
After
you
having lunch,
hmm,
again I follow these tricks that I have been given
hmm,
to by some or the
hmm,
other tutors or even by some other YouTubers whom I
hmm.
follow. So
Okay.
they say like listening, reading, writing, speaking. I make a
Hmm,
point that I do not miss any module any day.
hmm,
It's like I
hmm,
have to write every day on some or the other topic, no matter
hmm.
what I write, but I will write. And
Okay.
then,
Hmm,
uh, of course, apart from reading newspaper, I have started
hmm,
reading books as well. So on a daily
hmm,
basis, I read some or the other book, some part of that.
hmm.
And
Nice.
if I talk about speaking, like I told you
Hmm,
that I think in English. So no matter what
hmm,
is happening around me,
hmm.
if I'm alone, I would talk to myself. So I do all these
Oh,
things
wow.
to improve myself. And
Hmm,
after that, I go to teach. And coming back from there, I again operate
hmm,
my mobile, watch some YouTube channels
hmm, hmm, hmm,
related to English content, and
hmm, hmm,
then again at night, if I read a book, otherwise I
hmm,
listen to music and then
hmm.
go to bed.
Okay, great. Great going. Great going. Wonderful. So you told me that even many a times I had told many learners that yes, they must talk to themselves in English, whatever thoughts are there in their mind, right?
Right,
So just now you also told me that yes, you also talk to yourself. So can you please tell
right.
me how you talk to yourself? What you do? What you think?
Anything that comes in my mind. For example,
Mm-hmm.
I was walking on my roof, and then suddenly I saw a flower that was beautiful, and I
Mm-hmm.
saw it for the first time. Like earlier, it was not there. So someone had
Mm-hmm.
planted just a few days ago. So I tried to
Mm-hmm.
explain that flower, that okay, what
Mm-hmm.
color is this? How is it? And which
Mm-hmm.
side it is. Mean, it is
Mm-hmm.
blossoming, and how much time
Mm-hmm.
it has taken to blossom. So this is how
Okay.
I pick up these things. If not,
Mm-hmm.
I pick up some of the other topics
Mm-hmm.
that is
Yes,
generally
exactly.
in
Great. Great.
trend. Like if I'm reading
Mm-hmm.
newspaper, then I can pick
Mm-hmm.
some topic from there as well. Otherwise,
Mm-hmm.
if I have watched a match, I would
Mm-hmm.
try to explain that match, that what happened, why did India lose, why did India lose, or why what did happen, and something like that.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I would go
Mm-hmm.
to my past, that what decision
Mm-hmm.
I had taken and why I
Mm-hmm.
had taken that, what did I do, what kind of mistake I
Mm-hmm.
made, and what
Mm-hmm.
should I have done differently so that I could have
Mm-hmm.
won that, and I should have not been in a position to think about that what mistake I did do, but I should have been in a position that okay, whatever I did great, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
enjoying it. So all this kind
Okay.
of stuff, I keep changing and try talking
Mm-hmm.
to myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Great. And even I also suggest to learners that if they see any particular object, they can think about that object also. And if they are into any particular situation, then they can think of that situation. And that way they can converse by themselves in English. So
Yeah,
you're doing great job. Great job. Wonderful.
and
All right, Raj.
like I explained, sometimes it
Hmm.
becomes really difficult. For example, that flower part. I don't know, I just picked, and after that I was getting stuck that how can I explain a flower in more than five sentences, or maybe just one or two sentences I got. And after that I kept connecting other things like who planted
Okay.
this, when did it
Hmm.
plant,
Hmm.
and something like that.
At least now you are smiling. Now I can see that smile on your face. Great, great.
Yeah.
Good. All right, Raj. So, Raj, after talking to you and after listening to you all this while, I observe that yes, you are an enthusiastic learner. You are having the keen desire to upgrade yourself, right? And the way you are doing things, right, it's very commendable. Good job, and hats off to you, and all the very best to you. So always keep that spirit alive, right? And definitely you are gaining, and definitely in future also you will gain something out of it, right? So
Yeah.
good luck, and all the very best, and hats off to you.
Thank you.
And in totality, your communication skills are good, really good, right? And as per the other speakers, earlier speakers, they suggested what they suggested you. They were really, they were also correct, because you need to have that voice modulation, and you need to have all those expressions on your face. And
Yeah.
that is why I told you that yes, now you are laughing at me.
Yeah.
So,
Like
so
I
hmm,
try to remind myself
hmm,
that I have
hmm,
to seem pleasant as well. But while
hmm,
speaking, I don't know why does it go, I mean,
hmm,
it vanish.
hmm,
Only after finishing my speech,
hmm,
I realized that
hmm.
okay, I have to give some smile as well so that
Hmm.
I can look pleasant.
Yes, you should have all those expressions on your face.
Yeah.
That the type of sentence you are speaking at that time. See,
Yeah. Right.
expressions like raising your eyebrows that way, right? Moving your eyes here and there, right? Have all such things. If you will include in your conversation, then that way, right? So you
Right.
will improve
Yeah.
further, and you will add a feather in your cap. That way. So try to have those things, right? And try to have voice modulation. Otherwise, in totality, your communication skills are good. No issues with that. Only thing is that you are improving, and you are further upgrading yourself, and you are still continuing after taking more than 175 sessions. So you are going strong, and keep it up. Great, great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. All right. So
And
Raj, yes.
I would like to ask that it has been said to me sometimes that I need
Hmm.
to be a little expressive and communicative. So like
Hmm.
I generally forget to ask something to the tutors. So I would like to
Hmm.
ask about you and
Hmm.
your family.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'll tell you. Hmm. So, Raj, you know my name. I'm Dhirendra Tiwari, right? And I'm from
Yeah.
Mathura, UP, birthplace of Lord Krishna. You might have heard the name of my city also, Mathura.
Yeah. Right.
Hmm. So, I'm from Mathura. I was born and brought up at Mathura. I did my schooling, graduation, each and everything from Mathura. And I'm settled here in Mathura, right? I'm married. I'm having a son of 9.5 years of age, right? And my father, he's no more. He expired in the year 2000.
I'm
And
sorry to
my
listen that.
mother, yeah, no issues, right? And I'm staying along with my mother, right? My wife, she's also working in a very good convent school as of now. And I'm having my play school. Means whenever I'm free, I just take sessions. I book my time slot and I take sessions on CLAPINGO. And I'm able to, meet and interact with good and learners like you on CLAPINGO. I'm also
Yeah.
keeping in touch with English that way, and I'm also brushing up my skills, as well as I'm able to earn something out of it for myself.
Right.
Right? That's it.
Pleasure to talk to you and pleasure to know something about you. It was
Yes,
a
Raj.
nice experience.
Yes, Raj. Even I had also, I'm also enjoying this session. Still, this session is continuing, so that way I'm also enjoying this session with you, and I really appreciate the way you are putting in good amount of labor. Right? You
Yeah.
are, trying to sustain yourself. You are improving yourself, and you are still going strong. So that way, keep it up, and surely have faith upon yourself and have faith upon
Yeah.
God.
And I would like to ask one more thing. I had written it somewhere. Um, yeah, I would like to ask this this sentence if it is right or not. Uh, they will have to do something which allow them to have financial freedom. They will have to do something which allow them to do have financial freedom. So the question here is, since whether allow or allows, something which allow. So which word would be appropriate? The singular verb or plural verb? They will have
Sorry,
to
please
do
come up again.
something.
They will have.
Yeah, they will have to do something
They will have to do.
which allow them to have financial freedom. Allow or allows?
One is allow, ALLOW, and what is the other term?
No, it is written allow, but I'm asking whether it is right or it should have been allows, singular verb.
ALLOWED. Is it that way
S
you are asking?
LOWS.
Sorry, I'm not able to clearly
Okay.
make it out. ALLOWS.
Yeah.
Okay. One is singular and one is plural. That way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean,
all right. Okay.
which is correct here in this sentence? This sentence will take either singular verb or plural verb. That is the question.
They will have to do something. If I remember it correctly, they will have to do something that
allows them to financial freedom. Allows them to have financial freedom or allowed them to have financial freedom.
Which will allow them to have financial freedom, according to me. Which will.
Which will. Okay, if we use will, then the question of singular and plural vanishes. I mean, after will, it will only be plural form.
Yes, which will allow them. So that way, if I'm not, what do you say?
Okay.
Is it okay or not?
No, I was asking. I was confused. So of course, with if we use will, then of course that question will be different. Yeah.
So we must not use allows. Allows is not the right way to use, and which will allow them to have whatever it is, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Of course. So we are almost done now. I think so.
Yeah, time is almost over. So one last question I would like to ask. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from now, Raj?
I see myself established in the field of teaching. That as I'm an established English tutor or teacher.
Okay, wonderful, great.